Hi, I created a how-to on the Spiceworks community of the custom ticket form. I just wanted to create a video to complement that, so sometimes it's easier to watch on a video. Here's my portal here. It's just the default one straight out of the Spiceworks installation. I've created a new user page because I just want this particular form to have its own page. Check I'm in the portal designer view. Yes, I am. Up to manage content there, click on there, and that gives us the default options that you get for every Spiceworks installation. And this is the one I'm interested in, the new custom ticket form. Let's click on that. If you saw behind, something loaded in the background there. Let's close that, and there we can see it there. So we've got a few options. Let's just start filling these in. The template name. So this is something. So when you manage your content, you'll be able to understand what form it is. So let's create new user form. And then if we just hover over these boxes, you'll see some options come up. 3 options over on the right. We can move it around. We've got a gear wheel there, or we can delete it by clicking the cross. So let's just click on the gear wheel, see what we get for this. Okay, let's just call it our new user form. Apply that, and there we go. That fills that in. Here's an interesting one. We've got little red asterisks there. Let's click on the gear wheel again. So that's because this box is ticked required. It's also going to be the subject of our ticket. So let's put in username. Click apply. There we go, that changes. So when they put that username in, it's going to be the subject of our ticket. Okay, this is a text area box. So we can flow text through into the big field. Let's just click on the gear wheel, see what options we got. We can put an input height. So I'll change that to 40. Apply. See that box just gets a little bit smaller. So depending on how much text you're expecting people to put in, you could make that bigger or smaller. Now let's just add a few more options, just so we can run through these. We've got a radio set option. Again, we'll just pick on one. Let's see how we can configure that. Okay, so it's a list that's separated by commas there. So if we want more options, we can just put a comma in at the end, put our other option in. Apply again. Again, this is a drop down box. Now maybe if you've got a new user, you're going to give them a mobile phone, and you're going to give them a few options because you're a generous kind of guy. So we've got 3 options in there, but by default we don't want anyone promoted, so we're just going to put a comma at the very front of that list. Click apply, and there we go. They have to drop down to select the mobile phone, so we're not giving a certain handset as a default. We've got a tick box. Click on there. Is it required? Is it hidden? I'm going to leave both of those unticked for now. Quite handy on a user form. We could put in our start date. I'm going to tick that as required. So we need to know when to start. And then perhaps you have some consultants coming in. So we're going to put in end date. That's not going to be required. So click OK on there. And then finally at the bottom we've got, do you want to add an attachment? Perhaps there's a file that needs to be added to be set up with that user account. So we can let them attach it there rather than creating the ticket and then having to add it. Now right down the bottom there was this attribute. Now these are your custom attributes. I'm just going to click on the advanced and international options where our custom attributes are set up. So we can see we've got a couple of options there. Over on the far right you can see that these are ticked for in portal, and because we've got those ticked, we can see in our options here, if I drop on there, what type of peanut butter did they take? Again, we could swap it for sales region. Let's click apply on there. That's a required field, obviously. I'm just going to click save, and then I'm going to refresh the page. I'm going to switch to end user view just to see what our end users want. So that looks pretty good. We could maybe change some of these just to line them all up. Let's just switch back to Portal Designer. Click on the configure button there because we want to make a change to the form. I'm going to add in a text field. and in that text field I'm going to put due in 2 days because I have an SLA. Let's just save that. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do on that. So if I get a new ticket in, it has to be done within 2 days. I'm just going to make that hidden, apply that and save it. Okay, go back to my end user view. So they can't see that I've added a ticket anywhere command in that form. So I could do that for a few other things, for category, for priority. Maybe I've got a specific admin who always creates a new users, so I could use the assign ticket anywhere command. Okay, let's just do a quick test ticket on this. It's going to start then. There's no end date, peanut butter type, smooth, of course. I'm not an animal. Click submit. If we go over to my tickets here, there we go, there's my ticket. If I click on there, you can see the due date is filled in for hopefully 2 days from today. Okay, so that was a quick way of creating a new user form. The custom ticket forms are really handy, coming for a lot of situations where you want to get a specific amount of information from your user who's creating the ticket. You can send it out by cut and pasting the link and emailing it to the user, or perhaps putting it on your intranet or just as part of your user portal. If there's any other videos out there that you'd like making, perhaps something within Spiceworks that you're trying to achieve and you're not quite sure how to do it, then drop me an email at info@greenchillijam.com. Thanks for watching.